Welcome to the Bold of the Most podcast. My name is Trae Jacobs, and today I'm joined by my man, Willie Henriquez. Willie, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Going on, bro? Everything's good. Appreciate the opportunity to be able to join your podcast today.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here for sure. You're kind of blowing up on Instagram lately, so I had to get you on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, as you know, social media is very important for your brand. So I've been lately focusing on building my Instagram brand. So yeah, been getting a lot
Yeah,
of traction lately.
yeah. Where you at? You're in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, I'm in Connecticut.
What part of Connecticut?
I'm in the Waterbury Walker line. It's like
Mhm.
I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours from New York City. I always tell
Okay.
everybody that's I'm an hour and a half from New York City. Everybody know where New York City's at.
Isn't Connecticut the richest state in the country?
Yes, we actually have one of the richest counties, Fairfield County and Westchester County. It's like so a lot of wealthy people from New York live in those counties. So it's
Yeah.
like Connecticut is really they say we're the richest state, but in reality it's because no, we have a lot of high net worth individuals that
It's
live
just
here.
that
So
1% is bringing
yeah,
y'all up, huh?
it brings us up a lot.
What do those houses look like over there? Are they just like massive acre houses and
Oh man, if you go to Fairfield County and Greenwich area, man, you see some big mansions on the water, $100 million homes. Just say that.
oh man, I wonder how they're paying for those, right? If you rich and you got $100 million house, do you take out a mortgage or do you take out a loan against your assets to pay for the house?
I believe they put a down payment like typical, like they take $100 million mortgage. They ain't about to pay 100 million straight cash unless they're a billionaire.
It sounds like they are. Shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to New York a lot?
Yeah, actually, I travel a lot. I do a lot of networking events, and I got a lot of friends in New York City.
Word, word. All right, I've been to New York one time when I was
You gotta come,
yeah.
man. It's one of the best cities in the world, man. It's a
It's a
lot of
lot,
activity.
man. It's a lot. Like the city don't sleep is real, bro. I
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed when I was in there.
Not man. There's so much stuff you could do. So many activities, family, and if you're single, as a single guy, you go there even with your girls. A lot of activity. New York, it really don't sleep. Them guys do not sleep. You could party there till 6, 8 in the morning. They don't stop.
I ain't been to a party since I was in my 20s, man. I'm old. I'm an old man. I go to bed at like 9.
Oh, me too, man. I try to go to
Oh
bed
shoot.
between 9 and 11, the latest, man. Because
I feel
sleep is
that.
important, man. Sleep is important.
So you're kind of a serial entrepreneur, business owner. Tell me about the businesses you have in flight right now.
Oh man, so yeah, definitely a serial entrepreneur. I have 5 businesses, you could say.
Woo.
I
Okay.
got my junk removal company. It's called
Junk removal.
KMM. I named them after my daughters, so I named that company for them. I have my a used appliance. I started a used appliance business. Actually, the units I managed, they lost their vendor. Their used appliance vendor couldn't keep up, so I had opportunity, so I started a business. So it's not like a hard business to start. Is I go in, these tenants they need either appliance repair or they need to replace, and I just take those used appliances, fix them, and then sell it back to them for profit. And then I have my me and my sister recently started a property management um company, and then I have my single family fix and flip business, and I also have my multifamily syndication, which is called WB Capital Holdings.
Word, bro. I didn't know you were doing single family too. How has that been in the last year?
Well, I did that. I only have one under my belt. But it didn't go as planned. Because as you know, real estate, there's no real estate that goes as planned. I went in with no experience. I hired a consultant. I thought man, all the worst things that could have happened to me in this deal happened to me. Lost money, but it was
Uh,
like one of the best experience. Like I'm grateful for it because now on my next, I'm in contract for another house, and I know what not to do. Man, I hired a bad contractor. It delayed the project. I had a bad realtor. You name it, man. It was like
Everything, man. Damn.
everything in this deal.
Yeah.
But hey,
You
It
did
took me
it.
over. It took me over. Put like this. It took me. I bought it in August 2022, right? And it took me over a year to sell just because all the problems just with the bad contract. I had to hire another contract, and then the realtor getting me in contract with people that couldn't close. So
Mm,
it was a lot.
mm.
But
Yeah.
I'm
You
happy
got
I
one
did
under
it.
contract though, right? So you
Yeah, I
doing
have
it
another
again?
one. Yes. My entrepreneurs. I have another opportunity, off market deal. Um, Purchasing this property for 240, and the ARV is 580.
Oh, so you got plenty of spread. You can mess up on this one and still come out
Oh
pretty good.
yes. Yeah, pretty awesome deals off market. As you know, this guy is in trouble. He's heading into foreclosure, so we're just helping him get out of trouble. So that's why we're
Yeah.
getting at this price.
You said we. Who's on that team?
Um, I'm partnering up with my brother.
Okay.
We're gonna tackle this one deal. He wants to learn too, so I'm gonna definitely help him learn the space. So
That's
we're
what's up,
tackling
bro,
it together.
man. All your businesses revolve around your family. I love that.
Yeah, definitely, man. My brothers work for my used appliance business. I have them work, and then also for the jungle move, they also work for me.
How does that business work? I've seen it before, the KMM
Yeah,
Solutions, right?
yeah, KMM. Yeah. Well, the K stands for Kayleen, the M stands for Milani, and my newborn Marielli. So, but yeah. So same thing. The properties we manage, they lost their vendor, and then so I come, like, say a tenant needs, a lot of these tenants just move out and they leave a lot of stuff in the unit. So we come in and just remove it, and then I charge them a fee for that, and I charge them the fee the city charged me to dump at the waste management facility. And also, like, in
Mm.
Connecticut, there's a lot of people, man, that they just move out and they dump on all these properties. So I go and, man, if you name it, bro, they dump anywhere. People really don't care.
They
So the
don't,
prop,
bro. They be dumping on my street too. I hate that, man.
oh my God,
It'd be killing
yeah,
me.
yeah, people just don't care. They don't, cause like in where I live at, you get 2 free dumps and people don't even use that. Like, you could call the city and put it right in front of your porch or in front of your house, and people just don't want to use the services the city got. They just go dump it at other people's properties, man. And be
That's
the same
wild.
people too. Also, because, like, think about it, like, cops, you call a cop, if you call the police, like, hey, they dumping in my yard, like, it's not a really like a serious offense. It's not like something. Oh, let me go check it out. So
Yeah, they'll
but
show up like in a week to check it out. We get the same
yeah,
issues
so
here, man. But we have a bulk trash pickup day once a month, and the truck just goes around the whole city. I mean, there's a bunch of trucks, obviously. So like the third Thursday of the month, they come around, and that's when it gets crazy because everybody throws all their couches and mattresses out
yeah, man, you
on the
name
side
it,
of the road.
we picking up all that stuff. So I'm always, my guys, they stay busy, either from either business, they stay busy.
Yeah, and then the property management one, that's really interesting, especially since you're going into the multifamily space. So how many properties or doors are you guys managing
So
right now?
so my sister been managing for these New York investors for the past 5 to 7 years, over 700 units. So I told
Ooh,
her, hey, like, because she's my partner, so we actually joined a mentorship program together to learn about this multifamily space. And I'm like, hey, let's start our own. Like, we're in it. Let's just start our own. So I forced the issue, but then we actually, like, put all these units under our umbrella now, because the owners don't have no problem as long as the property's getting managed. We put it under our umbrella, so basically, we managing the units now under our company. And she's been doing that. She's been killing them. She actually won an award for, like, the best, providing an affordable homes to tenants. She got a big city award. She got recognized and stuff. So she she
hey man,
manages she
what's her
manages
name?
that side of the company. My sister, Yanalise Enriquez. Yeah, she
Yeah, Lisa
manages that side.
Enriquez.
Um, it's a 24-hour job, property management. It's not for everybody, but she loves it, man. She's been doing it for a while.
Shout out to her, man. That's what's up, man. Winning an award in a space that I mean, I could not work property management, man. So big ups to her.
Yeah,
Um,
she's killing it, man. So that's why. we started our own to, start build get bigger, man. Because we're in multifamily, so we could keep
Yeah.
you if you could keep the property management in the house, man. It saves you a lot of money, man.
Oh yeah, vertical
Yeah,
integration is definitely the way to go, and that's definitely something
yeah.
that's on my roadmap as well. I'm not there yet, but as I continue to
You'll get there.
grow, right, like it's
You'll
on the
get
back
there.
burner, like learning how to do all that stuff. But what got you into real estate, right? Like you got the single family, but specifically, what got you into multifamily real estate?
So before a little bit before I got into multifamily, I was taking care of people with disabilities for like 7 years, third shift managing two houses, and I just always wanted to get in multifamily. I always been a hard worker. When I was little, my dad used to be a barber. I used to go walk like a couple minutes to his barber shop, sweep the chairs. So I'm always like always wanted to work. And then when I
Hmm.
was younger, I used to watch like the the richest people crib. It was on like MTV. Like they used to show like these billionaires houses. So I'm like, yo, I need to own real estate. Like I gotta figure out how to own real estate. So it was a desire inside me to just figure out how to get in real estate. So fast forward, my sister, she seen this ad for a multifamily mentorship program, and then she's like, yo, I was the last person on her list to she invited her boyfriend. He didn't want to go. She invited her best friend, who's also a realtor and a property manager. She didn't want to go, so she asked me. I'm like, why not? Why not? So then we went to a 3-day workshop, and I'm like, and that's when they talk about multifamily and all the benefits. I'm like, yo, we gotta join. So we
Right.
joined. We joined June 2022, and then it been the journey since then, man. And the reason I joined multifamily, I got three daughters. They're like my biggest why, and I want to be just time and legacy, man. So like one of my biggest
Yeah.
goals.
How's the journey been so far?
Oh man, it's been it's a journey. Everything you do in life is a journey, ups and downs. So like my, when I first joined, I was trying to do all the roles by myself, and it's impossible to do multifamily by yourself. So after like 6 months, I started looking for teammates, and then that's when I started actually moving up faster in the space once I started finding teammates and networking with the right individuals.
Are you still working with those same teammates?
Yes, I'm still working with my partner. One his name is Eddie. He's in Chicago, and my other partner Frank, who's in Hawaii. And we've been rocking since then, man. And we've been
That's great. That's
cementing.
good, man. I mean, honestly, what I see is when people are first starting out in the business and they're trying to build teams, what happens is they start working together, something happens, and then they go their separate ways. So it's actually really impressive that the three of you have been able to stay, you know, together for what, almost a year now, it sounds like.
Yeah, almost a year. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've
So
been rocking since, man. We've been, cementing LOIs. It's just we have the same mindset as a journey. It's not like a get rich overnight thing. And
mhm.
sooner or later we're gonna move on up in this space. It's just being consistent, disciplined, and trusting the process.
What markets are you guys looking at primarily?
We're focused on Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay. That's my backyard. I'm looking at Dallas too. Why do you like Dallas?
Oh man, it's a lot of great opportunities. We have team members that we work with, we partner up that are closing deals left and right in this market. But
Hmm.
if you talk to anybody, why Dallas, man? Why not Dallas? Location, Texas, business friendly. The Fortune 500 companies are everywhere. Population growth, almost 300 people
Every
coming
day.
in every day for the past 10 years, and it's projected for the next 10 years. Um,
Hmm.
Entertainment, Arlington, man, Dallas Cowboys, Mavericks. Like it's a lot going on. Like right now, I think that Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks to some casino guys, and they about to go build
Casino.
a yeah, they about to
Yeah,
go build a casino resort in somewhere in Dallas. So Dallas is going to continue growing and growing and growing, and I see it as being a mega city in the future.
I agree. I am focusing, well, obviously, because I'm here, right? It just makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. and I see what's happening, right? Like the American Airlines was sold to the Mavericks were sold to a casino group. And I don't know if it's the same group, but another group, but they have like a bunch of land out in Irving that they're
Yeah, that,
also planning a casino. And if all that gets legalized, it's a wrap. Dallas is gonna
yeah. Once,
become the hottest place. I mean, just the fairground. Last time we voted, we had this thing that we all voted on, and it was like $500 million to redo the fairground in a convention center, and it passed. Right, so they're about to be dropping some big money. The good thing about the fairground is I actually live in the neighborhood where the fair's at, so that's going to impact this house that I'm currently in, and
oh
eventually
yeah,
it's going to make a hell of
yeah,
a
everything.
rental.
Yeah, all properties gonna skyrocket. Dallas is just, I
Would you
say,
ever
when we,
would you ever move out here?
ooh, I want to. It's one of my goals. But I have two my kids. I have two. It's two separate moms. So as a
Mm-hmm.
dad, I don't. It's my
You don't want
8-year-old.
to be far.
I
Yeah.
don't. It's That's a tough decision, and a hard sacrifice that I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm willing to make, man. 'Cause I like
I,
I'm in real estate because of my kids, so I'm trying to get my time. Like we as kids, like we could provide all the kids all the material things we want, but all they're gonna remember is the time we're there. So I'm trying to have the most time I can have with my kids. So if I move to Dallas, man, you know how much important memories I'm gonna miss from my 8-year-old. Like,
I respect
and I don't
that. Oh,
want to do that.
you got
So
an 8-year-old too?
yeah, I have an 8. I got a 2-year-old and a 6 month.
Wow. I got an 8-year-old and my son Everett, he's turning 1 in 6 days.
Six
He's
days. Oh,
big. Yeah.
he's a
I'm
Capricorn.
I don't know, man. All I know is he's big, bro. He's about as big as you already.
He probably, yeah.
My God,
Now, yeah,
he's a big ass baby. Like,
that's dope,
but-
man. Congrats on the 1 year. My daughter, yeah, she turning 2 in February. And my 6 month will turn on 1 in June.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, congrats to you, man. You got three daughters, healthy, happy, and you're providing. So keep it
yeah,
up, man.
girl
I
dad.
love to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see you. I see those videos of the girl dads, and they got the tutus on, and doing the
Oh yeah, and
little,
you're gonna
whatever.
see me. You're gonna see me soon. There's this viral video with Sean Paul with the girl dad. Well, I'm gonna make it soon. As soon as my daughters get a little
Okay.
bit older, they able to sing the song. It's a fire. It's fire.
That'd
It's
be,
viral.
yeah, that'd be fire, bro. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Um, so you said that you have another team that you're working with here in Dallas. What does
Yes.
that relationship look like? And yeah, how are they helping you get to the next level?
Oh man. So multifamily is a relationship business, man. I met one of my partners at Peak Partnership last year in February, and we stayed in contact, and I seen that he was killing it in Dallas. They're closing like assets left and right, and out of nowhere he hits me up like, "Hey Willie, like I see you, you doing your thing, you're posting, you're grinding, like yo, like do you want to partner up on some deals?" And then he gave me an opportunity. That's what it was. He gave me an opportunity to be able to join his team. They call the Cash Flow Empire Group in Dallas,
Hmm.
and we've
Was that
been
Jonathan
rocking.
or Sergio?
Yeah, Jonathan, Sergio, you want to follow them, Cashflow Cowboy, and Jonathan Aroke on Instagram. But yeah, these guys are operators based in Dallas, and they got over 1,000 units. Well, as a group, they're partnering with over 2,000. So they've been killing it, man. And we just got a strong relationship, and we just agreed like any deal we find, we're just gonna help each other tackle. So as they grow, my team grow, and it's a relationship. We got like a small community, small family community. It's like, so I love it. I'm grateful for them to be able to allow me to be part of the group with them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's powerful, bro. Having a team of like-minded people working towards the same goal. Um, so how are you pouring back into the group, right? Like, what are you? It's not like a give and take, but if you're
Yeah.
taking, what are you giving?
So my role for them, I raise capital for their deals. So that's how I'm able to provide value. And we also, I'm part with Eddie. We also will be deal sourcing in Dallas. So we've been submitting LOIs, trying to get a deal because the goal is to find a deal and tackle it together. So that's how we
Yeah.
provide value to that group.
Hell yeah. What does your buy box look like here in Dallas?
We target, class C, B, 50 to 120 units, 1970s vintage, but we could go a little down because the team has over 50 years in construction experience. So
Yeah.
certain things that a lot of operators are scared of, we're not scared of. We'll tackle anything. So that's why like I believe our last asset is like 1963 or 1967, and
Yeah.
we we saved a lot of money on capex just based on the experience we have on the construction
They
side.
do they got their own crews and everything that they're
Yes, that
standing by?
vertical integrated on PM and
Ooh,
on
ooh,
construction team. So
ooh. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean that's your advantage, right? Like if you don't have that, it's very hard to get these deals, especially here in
yeah,
Dallas, because everybody wants to invest in Dallas right now. It's
yeah.
hot.
These guys got, man. If if you had opportunities to join a great team, this will be it because a lot of people in our space, they either come doctors or come from finance, but they don't have the construction experience, to be able to like to see things that they have experience. They have over 50 years of experience in construction. So there's things that these guys can't see that they see that we could save costs on. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, for example, on our last asset, we underwrote for 10,000 a unit, but right
Mhm.
now we're only at 4,000 a unit. So we save 6,000. That 6,000 we could use it for other things to improve the property to increase the NOI. So it's stuff like that, based on the experience in the team, that we able to do that. Not a lot of teams are able to do that because they can't. You know, they don't have the experience in construction or
That's
in-house
a
team.
that's a big difference. 10,000 and
Yeah,
you getting it done for 4,000. Shoot,
yeah. And
that's a
we
hell of a
increased
deal.
even we right now on this particular asset, we increased the value over 1 million in 5 months, less than 5 months, and we're in year two. We're in year
Shoo.
two NOI performer. We're in year two. Just like I said, the experience of the team, man, is that's why I'm so happy and soup that I'm with these guys. 'Cause we're we're providing our investors, great returns, and we're actually providing a quality of life to the assets we go in. We're improving their quality of life.
Man, I want to go check this out. I want to see the asset because that sounds dope, man. And that's one part of the business that I struggle with, right? Like estimating capex. I can walk a property and I can see all the things that need to be upgraded or fixed. But when it comes to putting a dollar amount to those things, I struggle with it because that's just not my background. I'm getting better, but that's where I bring in somebody
Hey,
who,
Lamar, yeah, I ain't an expert at capex, but you could leverage your teammates. That's why you have a team. Like these guys do that for a living, man. They're in construction, and they could just
right?
come in, boom, 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 and look at it. And you also bring an experienced PM company. The PM company that we work with, and Dallas is one of the top ones. So they come in and help you too, but also the experience of the
Mhm.
team saves you on that capex. There's certain things that we don't need to waste money on.
The mental fortitude that it takes to get into apartment investing, right? Like it's on another level. So I'm curious, how has your mindset shifted since starting your real estate journey?
And it's it switched a lot because when I first got in it, it's like where how to invest, you know what I mean? Like how do I invest in these properties? But then when I started realizing more that it gets easier the more you know about it and you feel more confident in what you're investing in. Because
Mhm.
you're not really investing in the property, you're investing in the team. So now I know I'm investing with these guys that my money is secure. So that's the only thing like how my mindset switched.
Yeah. Yeah, the confidence, right? I mean, I still have imposter syndrome sometimes. It's like, what am I doing in this space? There's not a lot of people that even look like me or you that are doing big things in this space, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely. That's definitely true. Like when you walk in rooms, it's not. It's not a lot of people of color, really in this space. I actually met a D- at Grant Cardone. I met a Dominican, like my race, that actually has 300 doors personally. So
Oh,
I
where?
was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked with that. I was like,
Where? Where's
go
he
ahead.
at? Where was he
He's in
located?
Boston. He's in Boston doing it.
Damn, man, 300 doors in Boston. Those doors gotta be
Yeah.
crazy expensive too.
Oh man, yo, he
Hey, good
has
for him.
10 properties next to Cambridge, and his one bedroom, he said he's getting like 3,800, uh, like 3,800. His two bedrooms like 48 next to Cambridge. So I'm
Nah,
like,
bro, that's too much. That's too much.
yeah. So, oh
That's
yeah.
a
So
mortgage
you are
payment.
right about that. That us minorities like not are not big in this space, but that's why we're here. We're trying to change that. So if you the community we have, the cash flow guys, we have Venezuelan, Colombian, Puerto Rican, Guatemalan, Mexican. It's all races trying to grow in this multifamily space.
Yeah, who do you look up to in this space? I guess who do you look up to that looks like us in this space?
Ooh, tough question. Who do I look up to in this space? Jeez, who's in the space? That honestly, I haven't. That's a question I can't answer because I don't see a lot of us in this space doing it big. Well, you can
I
say
know
Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez is big in this space, man.
that don't count. He don't count. He's just the face of whatever, the real people behind him probably don't look like us. But, I like Brandon Rule. He does a lot of development work. He's killing it. He was just on Earn Your Leisure pretty recently, so you should
Mm,
check him out, bro. Like
I gotta check him out, man. I gotta check
B
him out.
it's like B rule. But I mean, yeah, dude, there's not a lot of people in the space that are doing really cool things and then talking about it. That's another big issue I think that we have. So, I've always told myself once I am in a position where I'm like, oh man,
Oh yes.
maybe I've made it. Well, I'm gonna make a very concerted effort to one, talk about it, right? And two, reach down and pick myself up from where I was, 2 years ago or however long it takes to get there. So and I challenge you to do the same thing, right? Like always think of the people, think of you today or think of you yesterday and what you could have used, um, you know, to get to where you're going to be at. So,
No, that's the goal. The goal is that's one of my goals too. I want to be able to educate my community about this space because not a lot of, like you said, there's not a lot of people talking about it. There's not a lot of
yeah,
education about it. So that's one of my goals too to be able to
there's
do
a
that.
lot, there's not a lot of free education all put in one spot, but there's a hell of a lot of education you can pay for.
Oh, that's for sure. Man, COVID, a lot of gurus came out of COVID, man.
No, real talk, though. Real
A lot of
talk.
gurus, a lot. It's not just a lot. I'm talking about a lot of gurus came out.
What do
Um,
you think? What are your thoughts around that? Like everybody sells a course these days.
to me, there's no right or wrong answer because, like, yeah, like, you got to charge for what you learn, but also it's like, say, free education, right? Are you gonna take free education seriously? But if you pay for something, right? If you pay for it, you're gonna take it more seriously than you got it for free. So so I see it as there's no right or wrong answer because I know if I pay for something, I'm working. If I
Oh
got it for
yeah.
free, it's like you don't got your foot on the pedal. It's like I got it for free. Like you won't. There's no value toward it. But us humans, we put value towards the dollar. So we pay for something, we value it. So that's why there's
That's
no
a good point.
right or wrong answer.
That's a good point. I love me some free stuff though, but I'll pay for something that I get a lot of value from. All right, listen. I see you at a ton of events, right? Like if there's a real estate event conference somewhere, you're usually there. So I'm curious.
I try my best.
I might get around. He was just down in Miami, living the life,
Yeah,
bro. But what has been the most impactful thing that you've pulled out of these conferences?
it's a lot of stuff, man. Nurturing relationships that you already have. That's what like I'm gonna talk about two. That's one of them because like these guys I met in Dallas and even like their mentors, I'm able to because they give out their resources like for free. So it's like a thing I say is like is who you know, but it's also who knows you. and you never know. You want people to know who you are. Like, I'm in Connecticut, so if people are talking real estate, hey, I know Willie, he's in Connecticut. You know what I mean? Like, I'll refer you to him. So that's very important to me. Like, is who knows you. And
Yeah.
number two,
Wait, hold
is,
on. Before we go to number two, nurture relationships, right? So we have relationships with our potential investors and we have relationships with other active investors. Let's separate those two. So how are you nurturing your relationships with investors? Yeah.
Man, when I meet a potential investor at an event, I usually I follow up with them the following week. And usually when I meet them, I listen. It's important to listen. A lot of people like talking, but you just listen to them and try to figure out their pain point, why they're here. First of all, why you came to the network, like what is your goal? Like, do you want to be a passive investor? Do you want to be an active investor? You know what I mean? Like, where are you from? Stuff like that. I ask them all these questions to figure out like what is their goal in real estate, because so the investments we offer is not for everybody. It's only for certain people. So
Right.
I follow up, remember the conversation we had, and then just take it from there. And usually they say it takes like 6 to 10 like contacts, like for somebody to
Touches.
invest with you.
Right.
So I keep following up. Usually happy holidays, like I'm gonna follow up with everybody. It's Christmas, follow up with
Are you
them,
doing
like, hey,
just
happy.
are we doing emails? You doing text messages? You calling? You
Oh
FaceTiming them?
man, sir, like when I go to these events, it's not about how many people I meet. It's about the quality contacts, quality relationships I made. So usually I'll text them. Some will call me, and then and I email too. But I like the personal text message. Everybody nowadays, everybody on their phone.
Yeah,
Everybody's on their phone.
that's true. That's true. I'm trying to learn that. I'm actually in the process of setting up an email CRM, campaigns and all that, educational campaigns, of course. But in my business, right, like I don't have a lot of these systems in place and touch points and whatnot. But so that's the passive investors. So with the active investors, right, your team, your the cash flow empire here in Dallas, or any other people that you've met along the way, how are you nurturing those relationships?
Constantly following up, see how they doing, see where I could support them in their journey. Referring them to that if you in Dallas, I refer you to, like, boots on the ground. Everybody need boots on the ground. Um, yeah, it's really, I have a team in New York that, like, I got a great relationship with, where they will offer me like any deal they find. They'll offer me GP, like, raise capital, because I'm constantly, checking how they doing, like where I kind of help them in any way, like. And these guys, it's really it with those guys. Just following up with them. It's not
Right.
a one-way street. I try to provide value to those guys any way I can. So
So
I tell
anybody,
everybody I meet, like, hey, yo, come invest in Dallas, man. We got you. You know what I mean? Like, our
we get
team,
to know
we
you all
willing to
day.
help. We willing to help you tackle any deal in Dallas, just because our team has strong relationships with everybody in Dallas.
Yeah. So for the people that are listening and want to build a stronger or better relationship with you personally, what value can they bring to you right now?
Oh man, come be yourself, man. Let me get another person who you are. I want to see, like, what makes you tick. You know what I mean? What you don't like. What do you like? It's a relationship business. I just don't want to do business with anybody, because it's a lot of people that are not partners anymore. In this business, because they never got to meet who each other is. They just want to, man, at
Right.
an event, let's partner up. I don't even know if you work hard or not. Like, man, tackling a deal ain't easy, man. There's a lot of deadlines. Like, if you are, I don't know if you're a procrastinator or not. So like with Sergio and them, like, it took me a year just to be able to even go partner with those guys. So it's not like, oh, we meet out here, let's partner up. I
Yeah.
don't,
So just show up. Just show up
and
and be your true authentic self. Okay,
yes.
so that was number one. What was number two?
Number two, is networking, man. Networking. Your net worth is your net worth. I met a lot. every time I go to these events, man, you meet different people from all aspects of life, and you always learn something new. I learned a
Right.
lot from these different guys, and you never know who's gonna be your future partner. Like I had this guy, right? They're buying assets with with telephone towers, like, and they buying assets with, like, they got a database with all the telephone towers in like the whole United States, right? And they're buying these assets with real estate. So like they're winning, they're renting out this to they're winning like both ways. So I'm like, you guys got like a different business plan, and they don't have nobody in Connecticut, right? I'm like, yo, you find anything in Connecticut, let me know. I'll go walk the property. Let's make it work. It's just you meet different people that you never know who you're gonna partner up with in this space, you know?
Yeah. What do you got any tips for those who may not be comfortable networking, or maybe those who struggle with it?
Oh man, so before I used I don't want to consider myself an introvert, but I was at one point in my life. I was the guy in the back, quiet. I think with you, like, I think when we was in Dallas, I think we probably had like 2 words. I went on a 2-day workshop and we only talked twice. It's just that I'm a laid back, humble guy. But my biggest tip, man, is everybody in the room is they came for the same reason. You know what I mean? They came to network, man. Just talk, be yourself. Everybody's
Yeah.
nervous. Everybody feel got the same feelings as you, and just be
Let
yourself,
me
man.
So one of the things that I struggle with personally with networking events is usually there's like 3 or 4 people and they're like bunched up and they're having a conversation. How do you break into those types of conversations and get your way? How do you get in there?
Oh man, just be like, excuse me, hey, can I join the conversation? They're not gonna say no.
That's a good point. That's a really
They're not
good
gonna
point.
say
And if
no.
they did, that'd be messed
So
up.
so usually, like, look at everybody's body language. You know, like, see how
Yeah.
they're standing next to each other, and then just if there's space, hey guys, how you guys doing? May I join the conversation? They can be like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? It works perfectly fine. You
Man.
just don't be nervous, man. It just I was the
Yeah.
same way as you, and the reason I learned that, so I learned that from somebody else that's a master network. So I started doing it, and it works like 100%. Nobody's gonna say no.
Man, yeah, I'm like big, so I gotta have a big old space for me to come in there and be like, yo, throwing some bows, like let me in.
Yeah, you gotta find a space that's big enough that you could go in there, so it won't be too much uncomfortable.
That's funny. That's a good tip, man. Any other tips like that for networking?
Um, when you first go in a room, talk to the people hosting it. You know, that's another way to get your jitters out, man. Just go straight to the people hosting the network event, or even on one of my mentors, from my the mentor program. He's like, yo, go to the gym before and start talking to people. It gets you like your jitters and your nervousness of networking. Or
Oh,
talk to
bro,
the first person you see. Talk to the
people,
first.
that just, that's crazy. Because literally, if I'm in the gym, I'm not talking to nobody. I got my AirPods in. I'm just doing my thing and getting out of there. That's wild. I don't know. Gosh, I guess I gotta try it though. I gotta try
Yeah,
it.
you gotta just talk to the first person you see, man, and then just keep going. It's all like, networking. When I came back from Grad County, I was mentally drained because there's a lot of people you talk to. You know what I mean? But it's about the quality contacts you made. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not about the
No, that's
quantity. It's about the quality, man. You gotta build. You gotta be able to connect with these guys, with the people you talk to. So,
Yeah. So when you meet somebody, do you put them into like your own personal CRM, or like how do you remember to follow up?
um, on my phone, I'll put everybody, like Grant Cardone. And if I get their email, I put them in my CRM, and then they instantly get a welcome email from my CRM. Hey, nice to meet you. Know what I mean? Grant Cardone. I do all that.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm literally setting all that up right now. So you just a little bit ahead of me.
Man, it took a while. Took a while. Gotta read Raising Capital from Hunter Thompson. If you read that book,
Yeah.
that book will tell you a lot of the stuff that you need to set up, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that one. I think there's another one that I wanted to read as well. But I'm gonna be at Race Fest this year, so
Yeah, I
you gonna be
definitely,
there?
yeah, I'll definitely be there too, man.
Oh yeah.
I guess I think we could play golf out there or something like that. Somebody was telling me that they got a golf
Do you
course.
play golf? Have
Yes,
you
I
ever
do.
played? You a
Yeah, I do.
golfer? I
Not a
never done.
professional.
I don't know.
I ain't no
I've
pro.
done putt putt. Like,
I'm a right, man. I'm all right. I ain't know somebody might get hit by the ball here and there.
bro, if I'd be shocked if I even hit the ball. That's crazy. That hotel
Yeah.
is nice though. We're probably gonna get an Airbnb near the hotel because it's a little pricey.
Uh,
But
um.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Keep me in the loop on that, cause I don't know what, like, I still ain't don't know where I'm staying at. There. I booked my
Yeah,
ticket though.
I still ain't bought my ticket yet.
Yeah,
Um, let's talk about goals real quick. So I don't want to hear about your 5 and 10 year goals, right? Because those are probably going to change. But what is the next 12 months, right? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? And have you written it down?
man. I write my goals every morning. Every morning.
All right,
Every
let's hear
morning
him.
I write.
Let's hear him.
So man, I wish I had, cause I got a notepad, remarkable. I wish I had it, cause I could have just read it right here. Um, my next 12 months, I'm trying to have, trying to close on 500 doors. That's
500
my, like,
doors.
yeah, that's like, that's my, and most likely it's gonna be done, cause we're already in contract 133, and we got another 336 en route. So, I might crush that. So I might have to rewrite my,
336.
yeah,
Sheesh.
336.
That's a
So
big one.
it's a big one, man. I said relationships, team is who you know, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to be part of that deal too.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably crush that. Probably gonna have to rewrite that goal. But that's like my 12. I've been
That's a,
writing that for a while.
you got any personal goals? How about relationships?
Um, Personal, I want to manage my time better. That's like I've been trying to figure out like time management because I got a lot. I be having a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to
Our
get. That's like
businesses, yeah.
I'm trying. That's like my personal goal. Be able to find what, because you read so many books. I've been trying a lot of time management stuff. It's just figuring out what's best for me and my lifestyle. That's my
Yeah.
personal. That's what I've been working on. Trying to work on for next year. Trying to figure out what works best for Willie. Because everybody's
Yeah.
different. So
So that's the 12 months. All right. So let's skip past the 5 to 10 year goal. Let's look at the end goal, right? I want to hear the goal that's so big that it scares you.
man, becoming a billionaire. Becoming a
A bit
billionaire
a
and
billionaire? Okay.
yeah, becoming a billionaire and then having all the time I could have with my family. But that's what that scares me because I got a long way to go.
That's a
We
big goal.
working.
That's a big
Yeah, we
goal.
working.
Is
It's
that
not
all?
it's not easy. It's gonna be a journey for sure. But we working. We
I
working.
respect that, bro. Hey, my last question for you. Being that you're Puerto Rican and Dominican, right?
Yes.
And you live in CT, how many pairs of Timberlands and Nike boots have you owned throughout your life?
Cool. Timberland. I never had Nike boots. Um,
You never had Nike boots?
Never
What?
had Nike boots. Never
What?
had.
Nah,
Never my.
you wasn't
Now I had
wavy, back
Timberlands.
speed.
Nah, man, nah. Timberlands, man. I could say, Jesus, maybe 5 pairs, maybe. I don't have
Woo.
Tims right now.
You
I,
ain't got no Timbs? You done grown
I
out of them?
man, I wear Brooks. That's what I wear. I got like 4 pair of Brooks running shoes, man. That's all I wear. Unless I'm
Oh
in
shoot.
like networking or something. I'm in my Brooks. I'm in my laid back gear, going to my office laid back. I don't really be in like like I haven't had Tims probably for a long time.
It's mad funny. That's so funny.
Yeah. Or maybe you ask that question because you thought
Cause
East Coast, East
nah,
Coast.
all that's your Timberlands, man. The Timbs in New York. That's the thing. You got that. What's that Spider-Man that be in the subway doing backflips in his Timbs, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you see, you think that Connecticut is like New York. We don't even. I don't, but we got a train. We don't got no metro. We don't got no subways out here, man. There's no subways in this. It's like we got cities, but we ain't got no subway. Like Yeah, New York, Connecticut is not like New York, man. It's totally different.
Yeah,
Totally different. Yeah,
different vibe out there.
yeah, it's different vibe. It's New York is fast, but we're right there, but it's two different. There's more people in New York, you know. You got a lot of
Yeah,
different. It's the melting pot. You got a lot of different personalities, so you see a lot of different stuff. Over
yeah,
here, it's a lot of minorities. My time is more a lot of minorities more than that.
I respect that. Well, wrapping this up, bro. Like, is there anything that you want to add? The floor is yours.
Um, what should, I don't have nothing to add, man. I'm
Um,
grateful for a lot for you allowing me to be to have that opportunity to talk about myself and my journey in your platform.
Nah, bro. I appreciate you coming on, bro. Again, I wish you nothing but success. When you become a billionaire, make sure you reach back and at least make me a millionaire, because Lord
No,
knows
no,
I
you're
need it
good.
right now.
Man, you're in the market. I'm focused. You're in Dallas, man. I don't see why not in the future we'll be part of deals, man. You're there. You got, it's a relationship business, man, and
Make
hopefully we could
something
tackle
happen.
make something
Yeah.
happen in Dallas or in Texas somewhere, you know.
Word. Where can the people find you?
Man, my Instagram is called Invest with Willie. Facebook, Willie Henriquez. My website for my company is WB Capital Holdings. Make sure you follow the group I'm part in, the Cash Flow Empire, and just click. We usually have Tuesday calls, man. Just click there. We usually post them up, and man, hopefully I'll see you on one of those calls.
Word, bro. Again, thank you very much for coming on. Um, I'm Trae Jacobs. This is Willie Henriquez. Enriquez, my man. We out.
My man
Peace.
said it correctly. Peace. Mm.